My name is Sayed and I am logging on to my virtual machine. I've already logged on to my virtual machine and I'm going to access Ubuntu Notebook through Mobex, and my public IP address is 20.109.168.247. So I will be using Mobex to connect to Jupyter Notebook and do some query for my assignment number 2. Thank you. This is my Mobex terminal and I am logged on to my Mobex terminal. As you can see here, the IP address is 20.109.168.247. Now I'm going to start my MongoDB. Let's see that. So MongoDB /port 27001 -db path data /COVID-19 and binding IP all. That's how we connect to the MongoDB. As you can see, it is connected. Now I'm duplicating again this my session. Will enter my password again. And now I'm going to start my Jupyter Notebook server. See the environment, that's my folder, and I created my environment, and I'm going to start Ubuntu server, Ubuntu Notebook server through my environment. So env/bin/activate. It's been started. As you can see, there is my underscore environment in brackets. Now I'm going to start my notebook, Jupyter Notebook. And that's how you connect to your Jupyter Notebook server, which was installed on my virtual machine, Azure virtual machine. Thank you. Okay, so I am now connecting to my Azure virtual machine and on Jupyter Notebook. So it's asking me my password, which I defined earlier. And I'm connected to my environment. As you can see, my folder is here. So I click on it, and these are all my files. These are all 4 of my files which I worked on. So I'm choosing this latest one, which I have created specifically for analysis. I did some analysis on COVID-19 analysis with MongoDB as well, but this was actually the last file I created for my assignment number 2. So I am now clicking on it, and so I'm just waiting for my Jupyter Notebook to appear. And as you can see, I've got the Jupyter Notebook on the screen. So I'm executing quickly because the file size is actually increasing really quickly. So I just go and execute my first part. This is the first part is importing all my libraries. Shift enter, and it's going to execute. And in the meantime, I'm going to update quickly my IP address, 20.109.168.247. That's my virtual machine IP address, and that's how I'm connecting to MongoDB. And these are all my databases. As you can see, there is a COVID-19 DB. That's my database, and I am moving that database to a Python variable. And these are all my collections, and I created all Liverpool workplace COVID data, Liverpool transit COVID data, Liverpool retail recreation COVID data, Liverpool grocery pharmacy, and COVID-19 Liverpool data, Liverpool Parks and Liverpool Residential. These are all my collections. So I'm moving my data from COVID-19 data collection to a collection that's called represents collection, and all rows which I am working on for Liverpool Council LGA, it's actually defining here, and I'm moving that data into rows. So I execute that and everything goes into the rows variable, and I'm creating a list and moving my data frame into Liverpool data frame, and that's how actually I moved everything into a Liverpool DF data frame. And I'm changing my column names as well according, so I can understand, and making a bit smaller. I updated actually my column names, and now I am moving specific columns which I only need for my Liverpool data. I'm not using a rest or all columns, so it's only specific columns. I executed that, and it has moved all my, this command has moved all my specific columns from Liverpool DF to Liverpool DF. It's the same data frame I'm using, and that's my data set information. So all these columns, as you can see, names are changed. So I will be changing a report date data type, and also transit stations and workplaces data type as well. And here actually I'm doing one of my so I'm evaluating parks variable right now. So as you can see, the first line, I'm moving country code, country, state, council name, report date, and parks percentage change from baseline to parks DF. And then in the second line, I'm replacing a space with nan variable, nan value. And then in the third line, I am changing this date type, and I'm also changing and I'm also dropping the nan values. So all rows which have a nan value in parks underscore percentage change from baseline will be removed, and I'm executing now. It's all been executed, as you can see, and now I am giving you more information here. So as you can see, report date has been changed, and all none value and all non, these are all none values, as you can see. And we had initially 639 rows, but now we got actually 614 rows, and that data type is now float 64, and it's easier to actually show on the reports. And second data set is for retail, recreation, and grocery, and then I'm doing all this work here, and as you can see, so all this data is showing here. So because I only executed parks related data data frame, so I'm just running a parks related data frame here as well. So if I execute this and this line, and it will actually generate my graph. As you can see, it's a similar graph I've represented in my assignment 2. So that's my actually that's my analysis for parks, and rest of the code is actually sitting in this file. I'm attaching this file into assignment 2 as well. Thank you very much. This was for my assignment number 2. I appreciate if for this recording. Thank you.